We're going to do an analysis showing my opinion on where some errors occur in game development and spawn development for the player taking on the Chapter 1 Summit mission. Oh well, there you go. You get a first look at the intro graphic. Won't last very long though, but that's what the intro looks like. I'm going to pause it here. The ideal here is protect the roadblock. Is our first primary objective, and we know where the roadblock is. We also know that we have to protect a VIP, and he's going to come from here and head towards that roadblock, hopefully get through there. Let's go to the left and see what's happening over here. So we're going to push over here, and we stop. Why? Because that's the map boundary at this particular point. When we get to go, I know I have to head left, and so does the T15, and so does the T14, because we've all played this. But right now, you can't cut the corner. You cannot cut across from here to here to defend him. So let's let this open up. Save the VIP. So there's our VIP. So we know we have to save him. This T4 is sitting here. He's going to do the sniping thing. The T15 is going to try and cut the corner. So let's just let this play on a little bit. Now he has to turn right. He cannot now cut that corner, but he can certainly defend him. The VIP I was confused about. I did not know who the VIP was. And here's the corner right by the roadblock where you can actually get closer to the VIP. And that's the limit of the map again. So you can't cut the corner, you can't flank, and you can't do defensive things for the VIP. There's really very little there except for pools and ponds that would stop you from getting to him. And he's in an armoured truck, an SUV, whatever, like a Humvee, and he's racing in here. But he now has 5 people spawned on top of him. Although you can see 3 at the moment, there are actually 5, but they're right on top of him. So we'll let this develop again. There's the others. They weren't visible before, but they're closer too. So what has he got shooting at him? An Anders, 6-shot gun. A pillow, 6-shot gun. In total, we have 8 missiles capable and 12 shots that are capable. But we are constrained by running down the roadway, shooting off our flank, and we don't have the accuracy that they have because they're right on top of him. So again, this really is poor map and objective design. They've spawned on top of him. How do we, at this distance, with a bunker and everything in the road, defend or protect him? We'll go back a little bit more. Let's watch how long this guy lasts and what damage we can do. They haven't started shooting him yet. There's 1 from the pillow, 2 from the pillow, 3 from the pillow, 4 from the pillow, 5 from the pillow. He is dead. So the tank you have to shoot at is the pillow. So if there appears a pillow, you'll have to shoot at it. But again, he will ignore you to take out the VIP, and you cannot cut the corner. The T15 hasn't even reached the corner to cut it. The T14, another fast vehicle, has not reached the corner to cut it. So there's 3 of us, there's 4 and 5 of us, oh, there's 5 of them. So it's 5 versus 5. Then we now have to battle to defend the roadblock. So we'll let this develop and we'll speed it up. Now, there's 5 of us. We've copped a fair old caning, and guess what? We now have more respawn. So again, we've been whipped down, and now we have fresh tanks. Again, let's unpause it, let it run. Surprise! An Anders and a K-21 spawn behind us. 15 has used a kit. And now we've got the new development. We've got Magnus Holter over here on the left, and we've got a second VIP. So this is VIP number 2 health. The particularly stupid part about this is he's got to fight through an enemy to get there. So again, it's another police car defended SUV. There's only 2 here, but that's going to change very quickly. Magnus, the big boss, is over here. And Magnus is sitting here in a T90. So Magnus is not really doing much, which is kind of annoying because we have a tank, we have the commander, and he's doing nothing to help. So let's let this run again. Oh, there we go. Have a look at that. The VIP is now again surrounded by vehicles. Two M8s are shooting at the VIP. The VIP is going to die very quickly because these 2 are static. He's now pinging this one because actually it's under threat. I've already seen it and we're already moving. Magnus, well, Magnus is going under the Flamen Bridge. So I knew where we needed to go. Let this develop. Right, again, now it's gotten even worse for us. They're all in the cap. And we've got a superior and a superior. And these guys are right inside each other. This is a Bradley inside a T-15. So the modelling here is kind of... one of the Bradleys, we've killed it because the T-15 is going nuts. Let's let it develop. Now it's gotten even funnier because right now we now have a whole bunch of them who have spawned under the bridge. Magnus is actually doing something here. He's been shooting these guys, but they're under the bridge, coming up to assist in capturing this point. But how did they spawn there when Magnus was clearly over here, and looking under the bridge? Yet he didn't spot them up, so they would have been there. Yeah, righto. Again, the spawn points, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So let's let this develop a bit more. Here we go. Now these guys have just all of a sudden dropped in. We're sitting here, these guys are sitting here, they would have seen them. Magnus wouldn't have, but they would have seen them. But they've spawned right here. They haven't approached down the road because they weren't spotted. They've just spawned. So behind us we now have a 6-shot and a fast firer. And over on this side of the road we have another. Let's let it develop. And there's another one coming in, a superior K-21 who wasn't spotted either. So we're dealing with these guys, and we now have another roadblock that we have to monitor. So we've dealt with these. We've still got this here we're now trying to turn. The T-15 is wide awake to this, and he knows what's going to happen. So he's heading off to go and defend this one. So let's let this develop. Again, there's still more. Holter's still under the bridge. We only had these guys here, and there's just a tiny little battle developed with Holter. But now we have more coming in. These guys have come in behind. And we have some more coming in from the right flank. So now we are surrounded with people spawning in behind us. My intent was to head away from here and head off to give them a hand until that Bradley rolled up and started for this cap point. So Protector, we have 41 seconds on this one and still have to defend it, because if you get two of these inside there, we're going to be in trouble. We'll let it develop. Okay, we're going to pause it there. We are now under pressure from this roadblock. The weird part is the T-15's here. He knows they're there. He's shooting at the roadblock. Because he's popped smoke. He was under a lot of pressure and he popped smoke. Don't know if those vehicles over there would be able to shoot him in the arse, but I think he got shot by these guys as he come around the corner. So here we go. There we go. He's come through. Look at what we have here. We have again Superior. We've got a T-15 and we've got an ATDU. The ATDU isn't shooting at the 15 yet, but this is about to develop more. The 15's now dead. So we're about to lose view on everything we have down here, and they're on this cap. They're capturing this roadblock. I'm now stuck at this bridge because they're shooting at me. And I've had to turn around to defend my rear. So I can't get to it. As much as I'd love to, I could ignore them, but I've got a Type 99 over here. He's not shooting at me, but I've got a Bradley, and the Bradley is my biggest threat. I know I need to turn around, so I'll let it develop. There we go, another Bradley's come in, and we've lost the battle because they captured the other point. So, again, this is a map of poor development. There are too many things spawning too close that are too new, that are shooting you in the arse whilst you are trying to defend a cap. Reality is we are only 5 tanks with a couple of rebuilds maybe that are trying to defend against a whole multitude that are spawning in on 3 points. Some of them 2 at a time. That's 2 points open at a time. Thanks anyhow.
For none can stand before us.
Don't be so sure, Sebastian. We aren't done with you yet.